shit, they done let me in the door. They done gave your boy a chance, now the youngin' finna blow. It's a shame finna put the game in the figure four.
Yo, welcome back to my channel. Before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, man. Fuck it. You ain't gotta like, you ain't gotta comment, but I do appreciate it if you hit the sub button if you're new. Now, in this video, we're talking about Attack on Titan, but in particular, we're talking about Eren motherfucking Yeager killing his own mother. Before we actually get to this video, I just want to thank you guys for 515 subscribers. Like, that's fucking crazy that it's 500 people that fucks with my way of thinking when it comes to Attack on Titan. And that's fucking crazy. You know, I didn't even think that this shit was going to blow up like this. Like, I was just, this channel wasn't even supposed to be meant for Attack on Titan. Like, I was just putting Attack on Titan content on here because I would always watch explain videos about Attack on Titan. And then I would have my own theories about Attack on Titan, but I would never post them on YouTube. I was like, man, fuck it. Let me just post it one day, you know? And that was actually on my first channel that got terminated or whatever. But, hey, this is my second time trying to do this shit. Which, it's actually my third time. But the second time, I said, fuck it. But third time, I was like, man, let me really try to do this shit, you know? And the shit is taking off. Like, you guys just clicking on the video is enough. That's why I tell you guys, you don't gotta like, you ain't gotta comment, but I do appreciate it. If you hit the sub button if you're new, like, you ain't gotta like, you ain't gotta comment, man. You clicking on the video is enough. And you subbing to the video, it's like, man, this motherfucker, I fuck with this motherfucker. Like, I fuck with him. Anything about Attack on Titan, I'm coming to this motherfucker, you know? I'm coming straight to this channel, you know? And that's crazy. And seeing that, it just makes you want to fucking make Attack on Titan content over and over and over again. I'm actually having fun doing this shit. Like, I don't read anything. I just come up with everything off the top. I just record myself fucking talking. And the reason why I do it like that, because I feel like it's more raw and authentic like way. Like, maybe you can actually understand and enjoy the video in that type of way. Like, instead of me just reading something off the fucking script. Like, hey, that would be more organized, but it won't feel raw and authentic to me. I'll be doing it that way would feel like, shit, I just confused the fuck out of you more than what you was already confused about when you entered the fucking video. That's how I was when I was watching Attack on Titan explain videos. Like, I would go in confused and come out that shit confused. Like, damn, like, I didn't understand none of that, you know? But me just doing it in a raw and authentic type of way, it's like I'm actually talking to your ass in person, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, let's get ready to this video or whatever. Thank you for 515 subscribers. That's just mind-blowing as fuck. And you already know that I'm gonna keep on fucking grinding. Like, it's still more shit to be explained, you know? It's still more shit to be explained, like this little diner shit. But let's get right into this video. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this video gonna be a little bit different from my other 3 videos because this is something that I hope that Eren didn't do. This is something that I'm hoping that he didn't do, you know? But after seeing episode 3, right, and seeing how Dinah came out of nowhere and she walked right past Bertolt, a lot of people was like, the way how Bertolt was looking at her, it makes it seem like she wasn't supposed to be there. And I'm like, no, Bertolt is looking at Dinah like that because he's confused on why this bitch is not coming after me. Like, it was a whole different situation when Ymir had tried to eat Reiner, and then she ended up eating Marcella and took the jaws from her or whatever. It's a totally different situation from right here. Like, Ymir literally did something that a regular pure Titan would do out of instinct. Go straight after a human, you know? But Bertolt sees Dinah and this bitch says, excuse me, and walks straight past him, you know? Like, I'm not here for you, I'm here for Carla. You know, like, that's fucking crazy. And I remember a subscriber actually pointing this out to me a long time ago because I forgot who it was, but he pointed this shit out to me a long time ago. And I was shocked because I didn't pick the manga up at this point. I picked the manga around season 4, episode 6. So when Eren's I'm not gonna say that. But that's the time that I picked the fucking manga up. And then I had went back and read the whole Marley arc. And I still did not see the part when Dinah walks past Bertolt. And somehow I missed it, you know? So when my subscriber had told me about it, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, Eren controlling his stepmother to kill his own fucking mother? Like, I was like, that's fucking tapped. I don't want to believe that right there. And he was like, yeah, you should do a video on it. I was like, I don't know. You know, I do it probably. But after seeing episode 3, oh shit. Now I have to do it, you know? Now I have to do it because it was like hella weird to see that, you know? And when she finally had got the call, this bitch had broke her back and then ate her. Like Dinah is beyond smart. She's beyond a abnormal Titan. Like, she's way beyond that, far beyond that. you know? So what really made me want to make this video is when I was at work and everything, and my coworker had showed me Eren's future memory shards and everything. He was like, yo, like, which ones is Eren's future memories? Like, did this happen already? I was like, no. I was like, all these shards right here, it's like straight future memories, right? Like, they haven't happened yet. You know, like, to Eren at that point, none of that have happened. And he was like, yo, look at this one. You can see Bertolt in the fucking corner. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, no. I was like, yo, that shit just happened in episode 3 of season 4. I'm like, yo, that just happened. And it seemed like Eren was looking through Dinah's eyes and possibly controlling her to kill his own mother, you know, in front of his kid self. That's tapped. Like, Eren, what the fuck, bro? That's fucking tapped. And I don't really know. That's why I said this story is going to be different, because at this point, I'm not 100% sure. Like, I don't know. Because it's one memory shard when you could see the scene when the Colossal Titan was looking down at Hanji. And that was in season 2. And it was looking from Hanji's perspective. So I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, like, Eren wasn't there. You know, like, none of them was there. Annie was crystallized. Eren was fucking asleep the whole time. None of them was there. But Hanji, Moblet, and a bunch of random ass scouts. You know, I was like, yo, is he looking through Hanji's eyes? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, how? I'm like, yo, okay, Isayama, you this is tapped because Eren somehow got the power to basically look through the eyes of birds, right? And I don't even know how the fuck he's doing that. But he can do it, you know? He has future memories of Falco reaching out to him. That just happened in the first episode of season 4 of Attack on Titan, you know? That literally just happened, that Eren seen that when he kissed Historia's hand, you know? Like, what the fuck? Okay, you can do that. Okay, that makes sense, you know? Birds are a symbol for freedom, you know? But he also has a future memory of looking at Bertolt from Dinah's perspective and possibly controlling her to kill his own mother in front of his kid self, which is fucking tapped as fuck, you know? And the only logical idea that I can come up with is that he did that from the future where he was inside the past. And I just made a video about this dude, like, in episode 3 of Attack on Titan final season. After Eren falls, and he is asking Reiner, how can I be good as you? You can see future Eren as teenage Eren's shadow. And I was saying, like, yo, like, Isayama must literally have his hand in the pot, because Witch Studio did the same thing, and I didn't think Mappa was gonna, like, actually pick it up. But they show future Eren quite fucking early. Isayama's telling Mappa, like, hey, draw Eren right here, and then change the shadow a little bit, you know, make him, ain't nobody gonna notice. Like, motherfucker, I noticed. But in that video I had made, I said, like, yo, like, okay, the only thing that I can think of is when Eren got his head shot off, when he got killed, you know, and Zeke had caught his head, and they had finally made it to the paths. And Zeke had told Eren that, hey, you've been asleep for a long fucking time. And Eren asked Zeke, like, hey, how much time has passed? And Zeke is like, I don't know. You know, time acts differently in here, you know. It might have been for years, might have been for fucking decades. I don't fucking know, but you're here now. You're awake, you know. And I was saying, like, the whole time this motherfucker was asleep, what if he actually went back in time and orchestrated and set everything up so that all this shit can happen? Because if you look at it, Eren had played Zeke into thinking that Zeke had all the power, you know? So Zeke tells Eren, like, hey, wait, before we actually do the rumbling, I want to save you. I want to show you that you've been brainwashed by our father, you know? And Eren played the role because he needed Zeke to take him back in Gris's memory so Eren can change that for himself so he can get the power. So what if he did the same thing, you know? Way before he even got to the past, maybe he went back in time his damn self and literally changed everything for him, made Dinah eat his mother in front of him so that Eren can create this hatred for Titan, so he can actually have a motivation for joining the Scouts. Because I'm pretty sure if Carla was still alive, I feel like Eren would have never joined the Scouts anyway, because she will always have a say-so, you know? But her dying basically gave that motive to Eren, like, okay, fuck it, I'm getting rid of the Titans, you know? I'm gonna join the Scouts. The Scouts is the only regiment that can actually fight Titans and venture outside the walls, you know? They're the only regiment that actually get close to that, so why not join that, you know? And he always was looking to join the Scouts because they had the symbol of freedom on that back, and that's what he was actually looking for. He's looking for freedom, but once he got to the Scouts, and once he became a Titan shifter, he let his freedom get taken away from him because he felt like that was him being a good soldier by always following orders and only transforming when they needed it or when they told him to transform. So all Eren was to the scouts was a fucking tool. Like, look at Zachary. Zachary had called Eren my Titan or our Titan. Like, motherfucker, my name is Eren, first of all. But I'm not gonna lie, like, Eren did have the freedom to transform whenever he wanted to. But if he did, then they would have looked at him as the fucking enemy, like how they do now, you know? They would have treated him like a traitor, like, bitch, we ain't tell you to transform. What the fuck you transforming for, you know? Just look at the Levi squad, the first Levi squad when Annie had came after them in the woods. You know, they was telling them, like, hey, don't transform. Like, bitch, how you gonna tell me not to transform and this fucking Titan chasing us? like, I can get rid of her, and especially with all of you right here and Levi here, we can literally beat her right now. And Levi said, like, hey, I don't blame you if you want to transform. Do whichever you want. He gave Eren the freedom to do whatever he want. But Eren cared too much about what the fuck people think about him and felt like, okay, if I trust my teammates, then that's me being a good soldier. And maybe I can actually gain that trust in return, and I won't be looked at as a monster or a tool anymore, you know? And that is just Eren caring too much about what other people think about him, especially the people that's around him, that's actually protecting him. He cares too much of what they think about him. And that's the same thing that Gabby does too. But with Eren, he basically puts his trust too much in his friends, and it gets them killed every time. And Eren says, like, man, if I would have transformed a long time ago, especially with Levi there and all of them alive, we could have fucking killed Annie. But he made the wrong decision in trusting his own comrades. So when he meets Historia, and Historia gets this big-ass character development, and she shows Eren that it's actually possible to take your freedom back. You know, Historia was ready to actually eat Eren. But she only was doing that because she wanted her father to like her and accept her. But when Ymir's, you know, saying words had like hit her, like, damn, like, you're doing this to be nice, like, live for yourself, stop living for other people. And that's the same thing that Eren does a lot. He lives for other people instead of living for himself and his ideals and his motives or whatever. Instead of living for what the fuck he believe in, he want to live for everybody else, you know? And his story shows him, like, man, fuck humanity. Let these motherfuckers get wiped out. Fuck humanity. And it gave Eren a different perspective, like, you're right, I shouldn't be trying to be a hero in this type of way and care about what other people think about me. I'm gonna be a hero in this type of way, become the fucking villain, and do what I have to do. And that means sacrificing everything I have, even my own freedom, and sacrificing my friends that I've grew up with. And even though that type of mindset is wrong, I'ma still keep moving forward because I need to get to that scenery, which is this brand new world being reborn from the destruction of the Colossal Titans, you know? And that's his tap. And Historia helped Eren with all of that, you know? And that's the reason why Eren fucks with Historia so much. He actually possibly fucked with Historia more than Mikasa, because Historia took back her own freedom and actually made a decision for her instead of making a decision for others, you know? And that's something that Mikasa cannot do. She can't take back her own freedom. She can't. It's not possible for her. Like, even Eren tried to give her own freedom back by telling her what she was. But that still won't work because this bitch still haven't decided to actually kill Eren, you know? And I don't think that she's going to be willing to kill Eren. I feel like she's going to die trying to protect Eren in some type of way. You know, and that's her gaining her freedom because she won't be able to protect Eren no more, ever again, you know, because he's fucking dead, you know? And this is tap, like, if Eren literally orchestrated all of this from the future, bro, as soon as he made contact with Zeke, he orchestrated everything from the fucking future and went back in time and made this path for him, controlled Dinah and ate his own fucking mother, you know, like, looking through Hanji's eyes and seeing the Colossal Titans, seeing Falco reach out to him, like, he did all of this. And every time you see him in these different forms or whatever, that's him possibly changing the fucking past so that it can benefit him in the future. And that's fucking tapped. That is fucking tapped. But this is the end of the video, man. You ain't gotta like, you ain't gotta comment, but I do appreciate it if you hit the sub button if you're new. And I'm out.